The property sector says an increase in personal income tax or no relief will negatively impact the sector, especially for first-time buyers. The recent interest rate hikes are already eroding many consumers' disposable income and their ability to service their home loans. Experts say that over the last 18 months, property prices have been flat and it's been a buyer's market. Consumers are now looking for value for money and affordable property so that they can afford their home loan repayments. The property sector expects the transfer duty threshold, which is exempted for properties that are currently 1 million and under, to increase to keep up with inflation.
I think that the key to the impact of the budget on the property market is going to be what happens with people's disposable income. And so primarily that's what sort of tax relief, if any, consumers are going to get in terms of the tax brackets and bracket creep. And you would expect that taxpayers at the lower and mid end of the sort of income levels do get some marginal tax relief.
Experts say that consumers are becoming poorer if the bracket creep is not aligned to counter the effects of inflation, and that if Godongwana was to increase the tax rate, it will not necessarily lead to more people paying tax. They say many taxpayers are overstretched due to stagnant salaries and pay cuts.
People have lost their jobs, or if they haven't lost their jobs, they've had salary reductions. And a lot of revenue that normally comes from bonuses or from shares being granted to people didn't happen in the last 2 years. So people are already very stretched.
Taxpayers have expressed their views regarding personal income tax.
At the moment in our country, we're just paying taxes, our rates, taxes, everything it just goes up all the time. However, what do we get from it? Where do we see our money is going? Everything is going, I would say at the moment of time, we had just, the past us now was this corona thing. We're getting taxed, money's getting missing, money's, I don't know if it's the corruption or what, but we as taxpayers, we're getting nothing out of this whole thing. We just have to pay all the time, but nothing's coming back to us.
I think there's no accountability for our money, where it's going, what is being done with it. I think it's spent unwisely. I think people should be accountable for how your money is spent. I mean, even as rates payers, as paying rates to the council and all that, we don't see things being done. I mean, just recently, yesterday, I got somebody to clean the pavement outside, but it's not our job to clean that. It's supposed to be done by council.
There have been ongoing debates on whether the wealth tax, which could raise about 143 billion rand, should be implemented to deal with the high levels of inequality. But experts say that increasing the maximum marginal tax rate of 45% might lead to a tax revolt. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.